All right. I think we are live. Let's go ahead and try this out. Hello, my name is Chris Latham. I am a senior technical audio designer located outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and I just wanted to, take some time in these sessions to kind of do a live open work session where I just go through a couple of topics that I've been working on. And I wanted to be able to share those out. So what are we going to talk about today? Let's get this set up so we can see something. What about this? There we go. So what is on our to-do list today? What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about WAAPI scripts. I have recently created let me go find on my GitHub. I've created a new WAAPI script called the Wwise Template Builder, which I can share with you right here. But that sent me, before creating everything, it sent me on a fun rabbit hole of what are some current WAAPI scripts, what are some popular ones out there, not even popular maybe, just used or can be found. And so a couple of different things we want to talk about today. We want to talk about finding. Let's do a checklist. We'll do this. Finding WAAPI scripts. How do we find WAAPI scripts? Where are they? Setting up or downloading. Like, how do I get access to them? Scripts, can't type. That'll be a running theme. Downloading WAAPI scripts, setting up, set up to use WAAPI scripts. This doesn't need to be capitalized. And then once we find some, what are some of the best? What are some not popular ones most useful? WAAPI scripts. Sounds good. Let's see. Let's position this somewhere so we can keep an eye on it. That looks good. Doesn't need to be so wide. I don't know. Something like that. And, it doesn't need to be that big. We can bring this even down some more. Onto my head. Okay, cool. So this is where we are going to start today. We need to start out by finding something. How do we even go about finding anything? I guess before I do that, I should ask, this is the kind of stuff that you might be interested in. Go ahead and like the channel, subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all of that fun stuff, so I can keep making some more fun things to discuss. Just kind of the overall goal here is to talk about all sorts of aspects of game audio tech, the technical side of game audio, which would certainly include a bit of the creation of sounds, but mostly what do you do once you have your sound file? What do you do once you have your WAV file? What are some of the popular tools? What are some of the ways that you get your audio set up? What are some of the good techniques? How do you get started? What are some interesting projects that you might work on? So this is a little bit more of a deeper dive with all of this, getting directly into WAAPI scripts, but it'll give us a good amount of stuff to start with. Oh, there's DaVinci. Don't need that. What happened to my music? I had some chill jams in the background. I think I closed that. All right, so let's start by finding some. Now, what is a WAAPI script? I guess that's probably a good place to start. WAAPI is the Wwise Authoring API. It is a way to interface with your Wwise sessions to to be able to pull stuff out, to be able to interface with different aspects of the session, to be able to do things above and beyond, or maybe more easily than just diving through your Wwise session and doing it all by hand. So let's see. So our Wwise scripts are typically built in Python. Well, they can be built in quite a few different languages, actually. And if I just searched out WAAPI on Google, and it led me here. And it is a very helpful, let's see, here's all the different, you can do it in JavaScript, Python, C#, C++, and it allows us to get access to different aspects of the Wwise session. So how do we find some useful ones to work with? Well, you can start just searching online, and I'm gonna probably a little skittish and searching online directly on camera right now. So let's go ahead and see if I search through. Okay, here we go. So if I go ahead and search WAAPI script, I guess maybe a little bit easier to do it like that. Or are you gonna let me? There we go. There's a great series of videos online, but if we want to actually start testing out some some WAAPI scripts, a lot of those live on GitHub. And in fact, if we even narrow down our search to GitHub, we'll probably find a lot more stuff. Wwise tools with WAAPI and Python. That looks interesting. So I am going to start here. This is from Bernard at Audio Kinetic, so we know it's probably got some good stuff in there. And let's see. Here's another. Oh, that's also Bernard. Let's see. He is the creator of it, so I'm not surprised that a lot of his work would be there. Where else can we go? Let's keep searching GitHub directly. Oops. WAAPI. Let's do Wwise and WAAPI because I think there's another API with a similar name. WAAPI Wwise. Reaper transfer. That sounds cool. Let's see if I do this. Is that going to cover everything? Yes. Okay. Python tools. We got that. Some Wwise tools. WAAPI CS. I'm just going to kind of scattershot look at these. See what might be interesting. I have a few in mind that we can check out as we go along. But I'm just going to load all these up because it'll just give us some quick things to look over. So I would start out on GitHub, and that's probably where I'm going to end up with finding all of our tools. State transition browser. Okay, this gives us some cool ones to start from. I also like to go back to their full repository and see if there's anything else. The Wackel Playground is also very cool. I'll probably talk about that. WAAPI text-to-speech. That is very useful. Let's see. We searched through all those. I'm probably going to skip any sort of DAW transfer WAAPI scripts. Like there's a lot of Reaper, Wwise, WAAPI transition or translation tools out there, probably because they deserve their own video or their own exploration of what they can do for you, how you can utilize those tools to actually take your work from the DAW and get it into Wwise. But we're going to skip over any sort of DAW transfer ones that we might encounter. We're going more for direct tools. Let's see. Wwise tools. C#, importing a single audio file. Examples. Wise tools. Generating events. Properties. Custom properties. Okay. Interesting. Wise library in C#. This is a WAAPI CS abstraction. This is going to be a C# wrapper for WAAPI. I don't think that's going to help us out. This is more for people wanting to build scripts. There's text-to-speech. We want to definitely check that one out. Import by name. Take a look at that. The Wise Toolkit. Ooh. Contains 4 parts. Integration, WAAPI Unity component. Okay, this looks more for Unity integration and not like a single specific tool. So let's skip over that. Command add-ons. Anything fun in here? Nothing jumping out at me. Ooh, there we go. WAAPI tools. Who is this? The mushroom sound. Excellent. At least it looks excellent. Got pretty screenshots. All right, we're going to check that one out. WAAPI starter kit between Macs and Wise. We're don't have access right now to Macs. Text to speech. Is this the same text to speech? Text to speech. Text to speech. Oh, different. Oops. We'll check those out. Both of those. WAAPI scripts included switch assigners. Rename clipboard components. WAAPI scripts. Ooh. All sorts of stuff. Helpers. All right, well, looks interesting. Okay. Here, be wiser. Oh, we go. Very nice. Let's see, plugins. We've got effect. We've got a crybaby wah, I assume. Feedback delay. Source, how to install custom plugins. Ooh, okay. Not a WAAPI script, so we'll probably skip over here. Projects. Oh, cool. All sorts of different Wise projects from different things gone by. WAAPI commands, auto insert. Okay, there's a WAAPI. Auto insert markers. All right. See what the next one here is. Auto rename for Unity, auto rename for Wise. Search by, audio to sound. Okay. The state browser. I don't know that I have a project set up with a whole bunch of states, so that might be a little difficult. WAAPI SFX, a Python script to generate sound effects in batch. Each one using Synth1 plugin. Okay, maybe it's as a temp source. Local Playground. It's not WAAPI, but it's very useful. If you haven't seen that, I'll load that up also. WAAPI Python tools. There's text to speech. Auto trim sources. Some good stuff there. There's text to speech again. Oops. Oh, where'd I go? That one and that one. Okay, don't need those. I think I had some other favorite ones. Let me see. Find some other ones. Sample, text to speech. There's one other one that I wanted to find. Which, let's go back here. WAAPI script, GitHub, probably on GitHub, JSFXR. These right here. All right. So, JSFX, or, yeah, what is it? SFXR? The very, very fun little JSFXR is a sound effects generator. If you're not already familiar with it, it's great for chiptune kind of stuff. Is there any link to it? This? Yeah. It's this page. This. Written. Oh, come on. Oh, isn't there a web version? Anyway, it's this app. It's been around for a long, long time. Very cool. And they made one that connects directly to Wwise. It's really interesting for just setting up temp sounds. Wow. I mean, if you were doing a whole chiptune game, then it would be perfect, I guess. If you were doing true chiptunes, it would be generated from the chip, but you understand. If you're doing a kind of an 8-bit game or something like that, might be useful. Okay, so we have our list of WAAPI scripts. So we can check this off. How are we going to check this off? We're going to say, yay, we did that. Something like that. Cool. So we've got our list here. Hold on just a sec. See if I can't. Yeah. Hold on, let me bring those back. So the next question here is, next one. How do I download them? How do I get access to them? If you're already familiar with GitHub, then you might be familiar with downloading either from the releases, or there's these big green buttons over here that you can download the zip file. If you're familiar with Git, then you can just use Git clone to actually get access to this, which is, I think, what I'm going to do just to make this a little bit faster and not have to go through a whole bunch of zip files. Let's see. I'm going to open up a folder here and call this. I already did WAAPI test. What was this? Oh, there's my previous set. We'll do WAAPI test scripts. There we go. And let's go ahead and bring these into the folders. Now, if you are familiar with Git, there is a Git command line in this particular folder. And like I said previously, you can hit download zip and download the zip file and then zip it into the location you want. Or if you want, you can do git clone and paste that in there. And we'll just go through and download these. Again, the Wacko Playground is not WAAPI, but it's an interesting tool to check out. And this allows me just to go through and get access to all these. And then we can actually start going through what the download is and seeing what fun we can have with these WAAPI scripts. Oops, that's right. I have to right click to paste it. There we go. And I guess I should probably be paying a little bit more attention to what I'm downloading. But this, I think, will just kind of sort through everything after the fact. Lots of exciting times watching me download GitHub repo after GitHub repo. But at least if you're not familiar with this process, you'll peek into this side. Already exists. Did I already do this one? as well as text to speech. Okay, I'm gonna guess. Let me see. Wait. Got this one and this one. Okay, they are different ones. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna rename this to text to speech 2, and then try this again. Give me another one. Okay. And this is the one with all the cool screenshots. Nope. Copy that. Oh, come on. Get out of the way. Let's see. Get clone. Oh, did not work. Get clone paste. There we are. What else? WAAPI import by name. Let's see. There we go. All right. What else we got? Wise tools. What do we got? 3 more. And we will have collected a nice little batch of them. After my fan. Let's see. JSFXR for Wise. Paste. Oh, you certainly freak out when I accidentally do it via the keyboard. JSFXR for Wise. JSFXR Wise for Web. I'm sure there's a difference there. Paste. Cool. I think that's everything. Oh my. Nice little list. We'll see if I don't know that we'll get through all of these, but we'll just kind of jump around to a few. Hold on. I'm going to pause here and let's see. I thought I had. Oh, there it is. All right. I'll be right back. I got to go set up my fan. It's getting warm in here. There we go. All right, we are 2 steps down in our checklist here. Probably some of the easier steps overall, but we have downloaded our set of WAAPI scripts. We can go ahead and get rid of this, maybe get rid of this, get rid of this, and so the next question, I guess we will certainly need to refer back over here because all of these pages are going to have their instructions. So we probably will not be able to do this blindly, but we will have access to some information. Now, one other thing I forgot is I need to maybe tell some people that I'm up here doing a live broadcast. So I'm going to go on Blue Sky here. Do I have? Ooh, I should probably do it over here. I have the link over here, I think. Yes. Video link. Oh no. Copy the video link. We're gonna go. go post up. Hey, game audio. I am doing a live stream now, talking about Wwise. Let me do this. I'll give them a shout out. Wwise WAAPI scripts. Join at sure. Is that gonna work? Work? Yep. Does the trick. Certainly not a really great not a great thumbnail. I thought I had a thumbnail. Anyway, this is the live part of the stream. Okay. So, let's see. We have downloaded our files. We have downloaded everything from the repositories. I guess we can just poke around a little bit and see which ones we might want to try. JSFXR definitely would be interesting to get working with Wwise. WAAPI, just a folder called WAAPI. Let's see, we had the WAAPI scripts. Oh, that's right. This one had a lot of different individual ones. Import by name. WAAPI Python tools. Okay, this is where we have text to speech. This auto trim sources is also very interesting. Oh, that's everything. Here's individual text. We have lots of text-to-speech ones. WAAPI tools. Third-party resources. Okay. We'll check that out. Wwise tools. Okay. So, with each one of these, we have to figure out how to launch it and get access to whatever the tool is. Let's do this. All of these WAAPI scripts are going to be interfacing with Wwise. With Wwise. There we are. Launching the application. I'm going to try this out with the Limbo test session because that will give us sources or assets to work with in case we need to interface with anything. Otherwise, it's just going to be a blank session. So let's go ahead and load up the Limbo session just so we have a session with some resources. Right. So how do we set up for WAAPI scripts? WAAPI in general is set up in the user preferences. There's a setting down here that is probably going to be enabled, but if not, go ahead and enable it. A lot of the default settings are going to work for you. But the WAMP port and the HTTP port or WAMP port, these, I think this is actually default set to 81. But the different WAAPI scripts will communicate by default with Wwise on a couple of different ports, depending on how it was set up, how it was scripted. So we're just going to leave this set at 8081. We'll probably have to go script by script and figure out which port it is speaking to if it doesn't work automatically. So let's find one to start with. I'm going to go directly to the JSFXR one because I know how fun it is. So let's go check out what the GitHub pages say. So we have two versions of this. We have JSFXR for Wise. Sounds like a good place to start. And JSFXR for Wise Web. So this is just the JSFXR one, which is this one. Oops, not that one. Which is this one. And there is an index.html. There's some JSON files. Typically, things are going to either be, as we saw earlier, they're either going to be in a JavaScript file, they're going to be in a Python file, they might be in a C# or C++ file. None of those scripts that we are going to interface are going to be set up that way. They might be a application you launch directly in Wise. They might be a script that comes up with a separate pop-up application, or it might be something based on like a website, or at least it's a local website that's communicating with Wise. So, oh, where did my? Oh, that's right, it disappeared. So, let's see. We are going to check out the instructions here. Sound effects to install. Yes. Go into your repository. Type in npm install. Now, you'll need to have Git and Node.js, which you can install. I've already installed that on my computer, used it for other purposes. But this allows us to go into this directory, type in these commands, and we will see what happens. So, if I go to that particular folder, let's see, how are we going to do this? Let's see if I can keep the instructions up here. Like that. And then we're going to bring up this particular folder, and it said to type in these commands, and we need to do that through the command prompt. I'm going to bring up the command prompt. You can just do that by type in cmd or command in the start menu, and I need to go to the right location. If I just typed a command in there, it wouldn't work. So what I need to do is go to this particular directory, and it said to type in go into this folder. Yes, I'm in that folder. Type in npm install. Ooh, look, something's happening. As promised. Deprecated. Okay, we'll assume that worked. npm run build, which is right. So we did npm install, npm run build. Hello. Try again. npm run build. There it goes. All right. More things. Errors. Oh, that doesn't look good. npm start. npm start. Something's happening. All right. Errors. All right. Well, it popped up. Hey, we have sounds. Cool. So what can we do? It's got all these different categories over here for typical type game sounds. It's got random. audio a little bit. Okay. And then you can tweak them. You can also find a sound that you like that, and mutate it and just kind of tweak it a little bit. You can play it over and over again. And once you like it, you can send to Wwise. So let's see what happens. Where does it go? Wow. Let's get my sound back. That sounds cool. Cool. All right. Send to Wwise. Wow. Looks like amazing things didn't happen. Send to Wwise. Do I get anything up here? If you are wondering... Where is it? There it is. If you are looking for more information about what is going on in your... with Wwise. With Wwise and WAAPI. Then you can go to the WAAPI logs here. And you can hit all of these. This is get up to all of your different messages. Logs, errors, messages, things like that. And it will, there's a little WAAPI tab over here. And if I do send to Wwise or do anything WAAPI related, it should pop up over here. So we're not seeing anything happening. We do get the sound playing, which is fun. But we don't go in there. And maybe that is because of all the errors that popped up earlier. So, how are we going to fix that? Let's do this. That was helpful. JSFXR, let's try the web version. So if we go over to those instructions, JSFXR sound generator to install and run, download and clone the repository, double click index. Important, works with, yes, we are of 2017. Make sure it's enabled. Start. Note that every imported sound will be in the default work unit. All right. So let's go ahead. It said double click and launch index HTML. Oh, look at that. Same thing, but it's a web interface. Where are we? We need Wwise. There it is. All right, so play. Oh, it plays. Step one. Oh, come on. There we go. Something simple. Mutate it. Fine enough. Okay. And send to Wwise. Or don't send to Wwise. Okay. So, when things don't work, let's do this. Let's take a look at this index.html. Where do I just want to load this up with Visual Studio Code. And one thing to always check for when working with WAAPI scripts is the WAAPI port that it's on. And I typically find this if you look and search for localhost, or sometimes, what is it, 127.0.0.0.1, then you might find it. Or if you just search for WAAPI. Surprisingly, in a WAAPI script, the word WAAPI doesn't show up all that often. So this says a different port. This has the hard-coded port of 8090, so maybe that's the thing, right? So if we go back over here, go back to user preferences, go to 8090 HTTP port, because that's a website. Cool. And we look over here and we see that in the log now it's on the correct port. Where were we? Website. Cool. We want that sound. Play that sound. Cool. Send to Wise. Hey, something happened. Origin, invoke, audio import. Hey, look at there. Things happened. Right? So it is under the default work unit. That doesn't make tons of sense for this particular setup. And so it might be possible to have it go somewhere else, or maybe you don't use the default work unit when building out the session. You build out your session elsewhere, and then this just dumps into an empty default work unit. Completely up to your setup. What else? Okay, so let's do more. Ooh, fun. Okay, this is explosion. This is also an explosion. Where is it getting its name from? Explosion 01. If I do jump, is it going to give me like a jump name? Yes. Ooh. Kind of smart. Power up. But then you just get power up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. But still very cool. You would just go back and name these. Where do these go? These are your WAV files. Opening containing folder. Where's the WAV file? It'll be in originals. Original sound effects. Just dumps them in there. Okay. The names are. Whew. Are those? I'm sure those are. Are those like the seed to get back to these? That would be really cool. Anyway, so the naming of them might need to change for your particular setup, but what I find this is especially useful for is just introductory, like temp sounds. You need to get something in there very quickly. You want to make it not just be a 1K tone or a voice saying sound effect. Then at least you can get these up and going pretty quickly. They are tolerable sounds, or maybe very, very cool for whatever you need. Other fun things. Sample rate. You don't necessarily... You can start hearing the sample rate. But often maybe the difference between 22K and 44K. Not going to be a real big difference. But this is a great way to start out. Gives us a cool tool to get things set up and just get things rolling, or actually might be a useful sound effect tool for whatever type of project you're working on. It is very fun, very powerful. It's just really cool that they got it directly connected with Wise. All right, next. So that's JSFXR. That's our first script set up, working. We had problems. We fixed the problems. We tried one version, but it was giving us errors. We found the other version, which is excellent that there is another version. That had a different HTTP port that we wanted to change, and so yeah, we got those up and working. So those gives us a good foundation for working with more of these. Let's see, what other ones can we find? What happens if we do script manager? Hi, Wise commands, JSON creator. Okay. These are Wwise commands. We're going to try this one just to see if we can get this up and working. Which one was this? Wwise scripts. So if we go back over here, JSFX or Wwise tools, Wwise import, Wwise tools, Wwise. Is there one of these that says Wwise scripts? Nope. Wwise scripts. Back. Is this the one that had all? Yes, this is the same folder structure. All right. Any information here? Included. Prereqs. We need to have Python installed. So this is a Python script as opposed to last one being on websites, JavaScript. So this is going to be Python tools, clone the repository, navigate to the project directory, run the batch file. Located, right click and run as administrator. This file will set up the necessary folders and copy navigate to the project. Okay. So here's the project. Set up modules. Run the batch file. Locate the batch file. Right click and run as administrator. This will set up all the things. We didn't do any other crazy things in here, hopefully. All right. Run the batch file. All right. It is installing things. Very handy with Python. There are package managers that allow you to download all of the required dependencies that are needed before getting started. Do it all in one shot. Ooh, loud norm. I don't even know what that, well, certainly can guess what that is. A loudness normalization script through Python. Let's see. Okay, looks like it's done. Pressing a key. I'm pressing keys. There it goes. Let's see. Next. I'm going to take this WAAPI scripts folder and I'm going to dump it into our limbo session. Meaning, if I bring this back over and let's see. Limbo. Oh, what do I want to do? I want to go to the containing folder. And if we have a WAAPI scripts folder that has all the Python scripts in it and a JSON, oops. Oh wait, that isn't a JSON folder. That's the JSON creator. Oh, okay. Maybe that's not going to work the way I thought. Commands. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so when you have commands like this, JSON files, these are going to show up as a pull-down menu or a command add-on, which shows up as a pull-down menu in Wwise. And that is done by adding a folder in your Wwise session. And I'm going to, what's in here? Let's see if this works. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new folder called add-ons. And in there, we're going to dump all of these files. Using the products, you can use them by right-clicking or selecting any of these items. They are roughly categorized if you want to change them. Okay. Let's see what happens when we load up this Wwise session. We're just going to reload it up. Limbo. There we go. Oh, where'd it go? Window. Oh my goodness. Go to the right screen. This one. There we go. All right, now we can see that there is a pull-down menu called WAAPI up here. Again, this comes into play because we took... What did we took? We took these particular folders that we downloaded and dumped them into the add-ons folder. And I recognize that because of this commands folder. And that commands folder creates these JSON, or contains these JSON files, which is ultimately what puts this pull-down menu up here. Switch tools, assign random containers for all switches, open batch switch assigner, switch containers, loudness, calculate average loudness for containers, so that would be useful. Maybe there's other ones. What if we go down here? Yep, sometimes, ooh, look at this. There's a whole bunch more. Okay, so sometimes they show up as a pull-down menu up here. If they need to work directly on an asset, then they can also show up in kind of the right-click menu. Looks like there's a whole bunch here. This is what caught our eye, all the different variations. Renaming files, adjusting volumes, random containers, organizing sessions, manipulating the notes, creating new things, events, delete, streaming, containers, recreate, copy grid. Lots of fun stuff. I don't know about fun. Lots of very useful things that we can get access to. So there's another way of downloading and setting up those particular scripts. I don't have kind of real use cases for that, so I won't be able to really dive into them versus JSFXR, which is like hit a button, make sound. Those need a little bit more kind of specific use cases. Let's see. Where was I? WAAPI test scripts. Insert by name. Let's see. Look at those. Sorry, import by name. Again, I don't have something set up right now to import a lot of files, but this is going to, let's just take a quick look at it. Where am I looking? Where's my list? There it is. Let's see. Just to get rid of some of these, we already did JSFXR. We did JSFXR for web. We don't need this search any right now. Wwise tools. These are. I think this is the one. We did that one. Import my name. Here we go. The sample demonstrates connecting to Wwise, looping over the file directory, or files in a directory, following a named convention, import, create objects, import files. Okay, so it will create the actor mixer structure according to the WAV files. Prepare the footsteps in a directory following a naming convention, name, type, surface, variation. Open a Wwise project, do you have to follow that? Is that the order? Name, type, surface, variation. Okay, well, that would take some more exploration. Ooh, okay. This one caught my eye with some pretty screenshots. This is WAAPI Tools, the mushroom sound. If I go over here. WAAPI Tools. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to guess that this is going to have us double click and open. Ooh, okay. Already we have things here. Okay. I need, WAAPI Tools Limbo. It might already be connected. Looks like it is. Okay. So if I have this over here and I have my Wwise session over, don't do this to me again. My session here. Then what can I do? Oh, okay. It's working. it's changing the parent object. Names list, what do you want? Okay, so this is the creator. Very handy. Create what do you want. Give me a list of all of what you need. Is this just like nice? Well, that's not nice. Ah, oh, what was that? You can import a file list or something? Okay, move you down. How do I do that? Anyway, maybe that was something else. So you could push a list in there. You can have prefixes. Nice. Okay. Create. Well, let's do it. Let's do name a 1. This would be very handy off of a spreadsheet, or if things were just listed out in a text document, then you could quickly create these. Any guesses? Oh, I don't want them to be work units. I want them to be folders. Commit. Boom. 3 folders. That was easy. Okay, so if you needed to batch create a whole bunch of stuff, batch rename things, select it. Whoa. Cool. Lists all of the events, lists all, and then you can what? Change the names? And I'll take you to them. Cool. That's very handy. How did I do that? Did I do that by selecting? Let's see. Selected object, boys. Yes. Whatever you select, will iterate everything below that. Oh goodness, that was probably too much. Yes, those are all of the events, or not all of them, but a lot of the events for Limbo, or environments, I bet. Well, very cool. And this is why we're using Limbo, which is a much larger session. Notes reviewer. Do you like reading notes in your Y session? That's very handy. Sampler key mapper. Okay. I am not setting up a sampler, so it's probably not going to be explored right now. Batch attenuations editor. So if I go to my attenuations, is that going to be... Am I batching him? What am I doing? Selected folder. Oh, no. You don't want those. You want these? No. You want batch edit attenuations. Game syncs. Folders? What do you want? Show curves. Show curves of... Okay. Not doing it for me. I think I am missing something. Right? If I go back over right here, you're following, right? Yeah, okay. That's all good. But over here in the batch editor, or the batch attenuation editor, we go and we look at a bunch of attenuations or folders or work unit. Oh, there we go. What's the difference? Interpolation. Following errors have been found. Okay. Can I adjust these? Okay. I am not getting a sense of how this one is working. Event sound bank finder. What sound bank is an event in? Ooh, that's handy. Still out in Wise, but it's a little faster to do it that way. Home, there's a little bit of everything. So this batch attenuation editor is the only one, but man, everything else seems to be very, very handy. and very intuitive. Just kind of getting in there and being able to get something to work. All right. Let's find our next fun toy. All right, we're right about an hour. So, let's see here. All right, text to speech. That sounds fun. Let's bring this up. Thank you for that. That was the mushroom sound. Very cool. Batch attenuation editor is designed to help with the creation and update of large attenuation sets, which would be extremely helpful. Being able, I do not like manually going attenuation by attenuation, or just any curves in general in Wwise. There was some sort of batch curve editor. Sample key mapper. This would be very cool for music or even weapons. Weapons can use MIDI or as a sampler. Cool. All right, text to speech, text to speech. Let's see. Maybe the Wacko Playground. Take a look at that. This is more text to speech. All right, let's do 2 more. Figure out which one of these text to speech is going to work for us, and then maybe take a look at the Wacko Playground, just because we got things set up in that direction. Text to speech. Overview. Select this sample. The sample demonstrates how to generate WAV files, text to speech from Wwise directly. Needs Node.js, Git. It works on Windows. Run the same type of Node commands. Install, run, build. All right, so in Wwise, go to user preferences, add external. Which one is this? All right, this has text to speech. Because we had a couple of folders there. All right, we got text to speech and text to speech 2. All right, there's text to speech CMD, PS1, JSON files. All right, I think this one is this one. So let's try that first. All right, go to the folder. We did this last time. If I go here and I don't want to go to this folder. Which folder did we figure out? It was this one. I'm going to take that. I'm going to go into that folder. And it says npm install and npm run build. Npm install. npm run build. All right. Let's assume something has happened. Next, go into Wwise. Enable Wwise. Add this script as an external editor. All right. So, I think I've already done this just to get it set up. Go to external editors. Click add, and then browse to that folder. this folder and get the CMD file. Browse to the CMD file in the directory, hit OK. All right, sure. Create a sound voice object, insert text in the notes field, and then right click and use external editor text to speech. Okay, you say so. Click create a sound voice object. What am I doing? Child. Oh, I'm in events. What am I doing? Let's try that again. Sure. Under here, we'll do new sound voice, and we will call this really cool text to speech. And in the notes, what's it say? Insert text in the notes field. This is a test to run the text to speech functionality in Windows. This is a test to run the text-to-speech functionality in Windows. All right. So what do? Right click. We do generate text-to-speech. And nothing happens. Let's go somewhere else. Save. Generate text-to-speech. Let's go here and go to the user preferences. Oops. User preferences, text-to-speech. Okay, we got 2 of these now. Delete, delete, add. Let's see what happens if we try this. Well, not having much success here. Let's go check the script. If we go to here, let's see. Index, is this text to speech? Yep. Index. Oh, we don't want to do that. I can't see that. Do this. Bring this back. Close that. Let's open this up in Visual Studio Code. Now, is there a port? 8080. All right, it says it's going to connect at 8080. Which, I think, if it's connecting through WAMP, it's already set up that way. I don't know. Let's try this. 8081, 8080. That's not bad, is it? Let's see what happens there. Do I have to restart or anything? We did these parts. And is this... Let's see, am I like generating them and they're in the audio file folder or something? Or the originals folder? Nope, those are still just our... Huh. Okay. So, it's not that. We're going to go back. Go to 90 here. You know what? I'm going to... Maybe it was like I need a restart or something. All right. Let's go ahead and launch that session again. And let's try it again. Now, let's create another one. Let's maybe just do it directly under the default work unit. And we'll call this cool TTS and testing text to speech. All right, let's just go back over here. Open the project, browse for the command, create a sound cue, right click, use. All right, I think we're going through all the tasks we need to, but it's not finding it. 8080. What happens if we put both of these to 8080? You gonna freak out? Either which way, it's not going to like it. Let's go look at the errors. Have we been getting any errors? No? Oh, well, it's failing to launch that because we have them on the same port. Somehow feel like it's not launching the script because I don't see anything pop up. Oh well, I think we're gonna have to take the L on that one. Let's go ahead and I want to head towards wrapping this up. I want to just show one last fun one, which can be useful in all sorts of different ways, and that is going to be Wackle Playground. So, if you're not familiar already, WAQL is the query library. Yes, I think that's what it is. Wwise Audio Query Library for... Oh, now I gotta look it up. I'm not gonna be wrong. What does Wackle stand for? Wwise Wackle. Query language, not library. Wwise authoring query language. I was not close. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch this, and it is going to pop up. It says it can't find the Wwise session, so let's take a look what port it runs off of. And again, I don't want to put this down here. Let's... No, go away. Is there a port in here? No? Let's see. Is there another one? JavaScript. WAAPI call 8090. All right, we know we're not set to 8090. So, oops, that's not wise. If we go over here, change our port again. And let's see if you are going to cooperate here. Connecting. Connected. All right, it says it's connected, the version, the project, and the reason this is so useful is it's really just a test, but it gives you a whole bunch of different things you can search for in your session. Oh, there's a show hiding example. There it is. The Wwise authoring query language can get a little bit challenging at first to understand the syntax of it, understand how to search for what you want to search for, but this is a great way of learning a bit more. Like, show me all of my events in my session. And then you can do this directly from Wwise, right? That's what the search field is up here, and you can search for all sorts of different things. I think I have to, what, don't I have to include the, that's what it is, the $sign beforehand. Make sure it is running as a WACL search. Yeah, you see the $sign everywhere. Is it not highlighting? Oh yeah, I just didn't highlight it. What are all my sounds? What are all my audio file sources? Where the type is a random container, a switch container, a blend container. This, if you're wanting to find better ways of searching through your session, then this WACL Playground will just give you some great references of how things will work, and it'll actually go against your session. Right? If you look at all the examples on the website, they're helpful, but this is actually going to query your session. You get a better idea, and then you say, oh, okay, now I know what this means, and you can expand on it further, and then just start busting out the syntax over here whenever you need it, and you can become a great kind of a great searcher of the Wwise session. All right, so let's just kind of finish up our list here. We set up for Wwise, we figured out how to launch different types of WAAPI scripts, how to set the port correctly if they're not working, how to make them work. We found some of the more useful ones overall. The JSFXR one, the text-to-speech is definitely useful, and I'll try some more to get that going. And then the one from the Mushroom Sound, which had all of the different tools in that Wwise session, or sorry, in that website. So let's go ahead and wrap it up there. Let's see, let's do this. There I am. So again, my name's Chris Latham, and I'm going to hopefully do these on a regular basis. Probably won't be more WAAPI stuff. We'll be moving on to other aspects of game audio. We're gonna maybe dive into a couple of different projects, finding the tools that you need to practice and work on building out your sound design and getting those things implemented into the game. So thank you very much for checking this out. If you would, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and you can find out more about when I will do some more live streams. Thanks a lot.